You clicked this video, which means you are wanting to start a fitness journey, and it likely means that maybe you don't feel 100% confident in what you need to do to get there. And our goal with this video today is to give you the tools and knowledge that you need to go ahead, feel confident in yourself, because we know you can do it. We've done it. We've helped hundreds of people do it, and it's absolutely possible, and it is simpler than you're probably making it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our channel, or welcome back to our channel. My name is Taylor.
And my name is Jeff. Here are the 4 biggest obstacles that we have found over the last decade of helping people start their fitness journeys. Number 1, I just don't have time.
I felt this way in the past, and even currently I'm having to pull myself out of this rut because I feel like I don't have time.
This is a real issue that a lot of us face. I find myself saying, I didn't have time to work out today, or I didn't have time to do X, Y, Z today. The reality of it is, and the way that I look at this is when I catch myself saying that, I understand that I'm probably overcomplicating what needs to be done, and which means I'm under prioritizing. I'm prioritizing the easier tasks. I'm prioritizing the things that are more fun to do over the things that need to get done that I know are gonna help me get the result that I'm after. So this comes down to just having a little bit of that moment of clarity to say, do I really not have time, or am I just not prioritizing the time that I do have correctly?
I also realized that you don't have to work out for hours on end to get good results. Even just putting 30 minutes of effective time to a workout on a consistent basis, over the course of 6 weeks, you can make tremendous progress in that direction, and the time is going to pass really fast regardless, and life gets crazy. So if you do not prioritize yourself in this time, even if it's just a smaller, more effective piece of time, that can make a huge compounding effect long term. You can also incorporate your family into this. So even just working out or exercising with your kids, going on family walks, being a leader to your family.
And the reality of that is, if you don't start making those changes now, you don't start prioritizing and being as effective as you can with your time now, you're gonna run out of time to do that. So we gotta start making those changes now. And when we find ourselves saying, I don't have time, just think about what the future looks like. Are you going to have more time in the future? Likely not. You think you will, but the older that we get, the faster time goes and the harder it is to make these changes. So we need to take action now. We need to make sure we're prioritizing ourselves right now so that we can live a longer, healthier, more fulfilling life.
A practical tool that you can do as well is shifting your workout to the first thing in the morning. And I know that we're not all morning people, and it's hard to force yourself to become a morning person if you aren't this person already. Things always come up in the day. You can become emotionally exhausted from the day, physically exhausted from the day, to where you're more likely to skip it the later the day goes. Now, if you aren't and that works for you, that's amazing. But what I've learned is if you can get activity first thing in the morning, that will build momentum into your day. You're less likely to have something come up, and you're able to start the day feeling confident, feeling your best. The next thing that we see that holds people back from starting their fitness journey is that it's too expensive. But I understand where they're coming from, because you think about, I gotta get all this healthy food, I gotta get gym memberships, I gotta buy all this stuff. What I've learned from my experience is that we actually spend less money when we're more dialed in on our health and fitness journey.
Yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. And I think that a big part of that is because you don't notice as much of the money that you're spending when you're spending in short-term increments versus when you're going to the grocery store and you're buying food for a week to meal prep. It's a larger chunk of money coming out at one time, so it feels more expensive. It's a little bit deceiving versus going through a drive-through and paying, $25 or $30 for 2 people to have lunch. Okay, well, that's $15 a person. And when you break down the meal prep aspect and going to the grocery store, maybe you're spending $100, $150 a week for your groceries. That's way cheaper than actually going through a drive-through 2 or 3 times a day and spending $30 per time at the drive-through.
So I think when people think of eating healthier and meal prepping, that they have to buy all this expensive stuff. In reality, we're meal prepping chili this week. We're just making little tweaks that isn't actually expensive at all,
right,
but we're just being more aware of that. And we actually made a how to meal prep on a budget video because we know what that's like, and we want to help this to be as simple and effective as possible for you. So if you'd like to go watch that video, we'll link it here. Now, this is a big one that I see holds a lot of people back from starting their fitness journey, which is the accountability. They're lacking support, they're lacking guidance, they're lacking that accountability to stick to the plan, and the fear of, what if I am not able to do this?
When it comes to accountability, guys, one of the best pieces of advice that I can give you, and it's something that I've implemented through my entire career of working out ever since the day one I first got started, and that is finding an accountability partner. And a very simple way for you to do this right now is to take this video and send it to a person in your family or a coworker or maybe a friend of yours that you know wants to get started as well, or you want them to hold you accountable, and just say, hey, watch this video, it's very short, and I want you to hold me accountable. I want you to help me. because I really want to take this serious and I'm really working on changing my life, and I need your help. Because on the days that you don't want to go to the gym, or the days you don't want to do your body weight workout, or you don't want to prep your food, then you have someone there that you know is going through it with you, that you can reach out to, and you can have them say, hey, look, I don't want to do this either, but we promised each other, let's stick to it, let's get through this together. We're doing this for a bigger reason.
If you need that extra accountability and support, like, comment and hype each other up on here. Ask us questions, message us on Instagram, message us in the comments. Let us know what you need so that we can provide that support, that guidance, that accountability, and help you through the process, because it isn't easy and it's harder to do alone. So the more that you can have a community of people, help from people that have not only done it but have helped other people do this, it makes the world of difference. And that is why we are putting so much effort into creating this community, because we needed that too. And you inspire us just as much as we hopefully inspire you.
I think that when we look at consistency, a lot of us think that consistency means that we have to be perfect. You mess up and you fall off and you miss a workout, things get crazy, and you don't get to do your workout. You just give up. You say, well, I missed that day, so I got to start all over. No, that's not the case. What you do is you just go back to what you were doing. You go back, and that's what consistency really is when you hit those roadblocks, you hit those obstacles, you just work through them. You miss a day, well, you just get right back on the next day. But our goal is to win more days than we lose. And if we win more days than we lose, then we see progress.
And a lot of what we've been talking about is finding outside accountability and support. But in reality, you have to hold yourself accountable, and you have to believe that you can do this in the first place. But you might be thinking, I've tried to start a fitness journey before. I desperately want a change in my life. I want to feel better. I want to feel confident. I want to learn how to do these things, but you don't actually believe that you can. And that is the reason why you haven't stuck to it. Start doubting yourself. You start letting all of this outside negativity creep in. You have to understand that you are no different than anybody else that's done it. The only difference between you and the person you want to be is that they didn't quit. And I know it's hard to envision yourself of where you want to be and how you're going to feel when you get there. No matter what journey that I've faced in my life, when starting, that is the hardest part. But I've just kept showing up. I fall off course, but then I get right back on. I learn. I'm eager to grow. I believe that I know I can do it if I just keep showing up. And I've gotten so much further than I ever thought possible in so many different areas of my life, even through the really hard challenges, even through the ups and the downs and the craziness of life. But it's because having that self-accountability and self-belief that I had to create when I had no reason to believe it. And so that is one of the biggest things that you have to instill in yourself now, and you have to continuously remind yourself through these next few weeks leading up to the point where you're going to start seeing that progress.
Last thing that might be an obstacle for you if you're starting your fitness journey is that you think that maybe it's too difficult for you. Maybe it's something that you can't accomplish because there's too much conflicting information, or it's confusing. You don't really know what to do. Choose your heart. The next 5 years of your life, if you don't make this change, are also going to be hard. The next 10 years of your life are also going to be hard. But if you make this change now and you choose your heart to be bettering yourself and practicing these habits, then those are the hard things that you're going to face, not the hard things of being overweight. Whatever those hard things that you're facing right now that are forcing this desire for you to change, those things are only going to get worse. But if you can take action now and you can start combating the hard things of tracking your food or meal prepping or going to the gym or doing body weight workouts, doing the things that are more uncomfortable for you right now, then that's going to lead to a better, more fulfilling life down the road again as well. It is a very simple process. And there's a difference between easy and simple. It is not easy. It is going to be hard, but it's simple. The things you need to do are simple. I made a video on 4 tips on how to lose fat and gain muscle, which covers 4 simple things that you can do every single day to follow consistently and get these results. Okay, so if you're looking to simplify the process and you want something that is very simple to follow, then go watch that video, follow those 4 things, and that will help you.
That's also why we're making these videos, because we know that it can be confusing. There is a lot of conflicting information out there, but there isn't a one size fits all. Everybody's life, everybody's circumstances, everybody's struggles, everybody's pain points are going to be a little bit different. But what we want to do is be able to take all these complex things and focus on what has been the biggest impact for us and the people that we've helped that really seem to work to live the lifestyle that we are choosing to live. There's multiple different ways that you can achieve one goal, but what's going to be best for you, what's going to fit your lifestyle, and what's going to make sense for you. So what we love to do is be able to take the complex subjects and simplify it so that we give you tactical things that you can go out and take action practically apply in your everyday life, that can fit into your lifestyle, that's going to make sense to you, and it's going to be easy to understand, because that is truly our goal when it comes to health and fitness. Resiliency is not something that some people are born with and others are not. This is something that we want to help you discover that for yourself, discovering your path to resiliency and being able to keep showing up and keep fighting no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many setbacks you have, no matter how many curveballs are thrown your way. It is not going to be easy. It's not going to be perfect. The path isn't always going to be smooth. But when you can align yourself with other good people in this community, which is why we built this community and why we want to help deliver the information so that it can be as simple and effective for you as possible, so that you can still go out and live your life and just do it more confidently, filled with more joy.
Our goal with making these videos is to take the last decade of experience that both of us have in our own fitness journey and coaching other people on our fitness journey, and to fine tune and pick out the details that you need to know to help you on your own fitness journey, especially if you're starting a fitness journey, so that you can progress and you can take this information, apply it, and change your life. In return, all that we're asking from you is that if this video does help you in any way, shape, or form, you like, subscribe, comment, and then send this video to one other person that you think this could help. But also, we are doing something special now with this community as well. Because you are part of this community, we are going to be doing some new things where we're going to be sending over some PDF versions or printable versions of the information that we're giving out, so that you can print them out, apply them, hang them up, use them on a consistent basis, so you can make sure you continue to get the results. But in order for you to do that, make sure you check the description of the video so we can send this information over to you.
Comment below any other questions that you would like us to cover in upcoming videos, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.